Our students are so meritorious that awards have spilled over from Institute Day to Convocation right into Alumni Day. So now I invite our Dean of Academic Courses, Professor Ramamurthy, on stage to distribute the prizes.
Morning. I'm glad to read out the prize winners' names along with the donors. BTech C&S Electrical Limited Award for the Best Entrepreneurship in order to promote entrepreneurial activities. Joint winners are Vignesh Krishna Kumar and Kishore Natarajan. They have requested one of their close friends to collect on their behalf. B. Krishnamurthy Award for the Best BTech Project in Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Pravallika Bojibu. Vijay Jagannathan Award for the Best BTech based on academic performance in core and elective courses in Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Shivapriya Jakan. Class NK 100 Award for the Best Project in the area of Shipping and Shipbuilding, Raveen Kumar Kanchwaha, Chetna Prakash Kamble. Vedam Consultancy Award for the Best BTech Dual Degree Ocean Engineering Student, all-round performance, curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular activities, Ashwin Mohandas. Sri Chinmay Deodar Prize for the Best BTech Project in the area of Innovative Student Design Project, joint winners, Sushant Veer, Mitapalli Rohit. Dual Degree, 48th Indian Pharmaceutical Congress Prize for the BTech Dual Degree MTech Chemical Biotechnology student with Best Project in the area of Biotechnology, Mahak Singhal. Srimati D.L. Saraswati Memorial Prize for the Best MTech or Dual Degree Project in the area of Environmental Engineering, Sri Ram Jasti. Vishwakarma Prize for the Best Project that combines the studies of ancient or traditional Indian scientific knowledge and the state-of-the-art technology and science and technology using rigorous scientific methods, Undru Bindu, Metallurgical and Materials Engineering. Professor M. Singaperumal Endowment Prize for the Best MTech or Dual Degree Project in the area of Mechatronics, Karthik PhD. Lucas TVS Limited Prize for the Best MTech Project in Automotive Technology, T.S. Satyanarayana. Professor Jürgen Klein Prize for the Best Experimental MTech Project in the Structural Engineering Division in Civil Engineering, Manish Kapil. Professor C.S. Krishnamurthy Endowment Prize for the Best Project in the area of Genetic Algorithms and Evolutionary Computation, Ponnada V.S.S. Srivatsa. Professor M. Ramanujan Memorial Award for the Dual Degree or MTech Chemical Engineering student who has done the project in the area of particle technology and secured the highest CGPA at the end of the pre-final semester, Mayank Lodha. Professor T.N. Govindarajan Memorial Prize for the Best Academic Record in first 4 quarters of MBA program, Dr. T.S. Rajagopalan Memorial Prize for the Best Academic Record in the first 6 quarters of MBA program, and Swati Jayalakshmi Memorial Award to a girl student with the best academic record at the end of the pre-final semester of the MBA program, Sunisha Singh. MS and PhD, Sri K. Sri Harsha Memorial Prize for the Best MS Thesis in Structural Engineering, joint winners P. Pandi and Najib Sharif Muhammad. Sri Biswajit Singh Endowment Prize for the Best MS Thesis in Computer Science and Engineering in Interdisciplinary Area. Joint winners Girishan P. Nambudri and S. Shivashankar. Sri R. N. Rajendran Memorial Prize for the Best MS or PhD thesis in the area of organizational behavior or HRM in management studies, K. Ilangovan. Thank you.
Since 2010, a rolling trophy has been instituted for the highest number of pledges from each hostel. In 2010, that went to Sarayu and for the highest number of pledges, and the highest amount pledged went to Sharavati. In 2011, the highest number of pledges went to Tamaraparni and the highest amount pledged to Pampa. In 2012, the highest number of pledges went to Sharavati and the highest amount pledged to Sindhu. And this year, the highest number of pledges go to Mahanadi and the highest amount pledged to Pampa. I call Dean of Admin Professor Sriram to give away the trophy to a representative from Mahanadi and one from Pampa. Gautam is an alumnus with extraordinary passion for IIT Madras. As the force behind Alumni Gems, he can't wait to tell you all about it. So let's call him on stage.
Good morning. The MC who introduced me said that I can't wait to talk about gems. But listening to the 87 batch talk about their silver reunion, my mind goes back to my silver reunion, and I just want to share with you a little bit of what happened. So NTR mentioned that he asked the alumni from the US to bring liquor with them. All of you know what B2B is? B2B? Pardon? Business to business. You haven't heard of this? Okay, B2B stands for business to business. When we organized our silver reunion, I belong to the 78 batch. We used to interact with the 77 batch and just talk, simplest way to organize. The 77 batch asked their classmates from the US to bring one bottle of booze. So when we organized our silver reunion, we asked our classmates to bring 2 bottles of booze because we just wanted to improve upon the 77 batch. So B2B is bring 2 bottles. I'm not sure whether you're setting a right example for the graduating class to follow. Anyway, now I come to TAM Club and GEMS. Before I begin, I'm just curious to know, how many of you have heard of TAM Club? Please raise your hands. Okay, thank you. How many of you have heard of GEMS? Please raise your hands. Thank you. TAM Club is $10 a month or 500 rupees a month, and GEMS is Give Every Month Society. It's a mechanism, a method, a process, procedure whereby alumni can make periodic contributions. Next slide, please. GEMS, TAM Club was the old name and GEMS is the new name. We thought that TAM Club would kind of create some interest in the alumni. They would be curious to know what is this TAM Club. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, and we changed the name to GEMS, which is Give Every Month Society, and we can use the jargon, you're a gem of a person, and so on. So it was launched in 2010, and the first members, Professor Nagarajan, was formally launched on Alumni Day, and it was launched by Professor Kesav Rao and relaunched as GEMS on Alumni Day last year. So next slide, please. This shows the number of donors year-wise. In 2010 was 61 joined, then 27, and this year only 3 people have joined. And the reason for that I'll explain in the last slide. Next slide, please. This is the donations, the amount of money that GEMS has raised over the 3 years it has been in the existence. And about year 2010, 2 lakhs, 3.1 lakhs, and 3.8 lakhs. And till March of this year, 65,000 has been raised, and total 9 lakhs 93,000, out of which we have spent 9 lakhs 66,000. Next slide, please. This is how the GEMS collections have been used or deployed. The entire money has gone for travel grant, and each year the amount has been shown. In year 2011, 4 lakhs, 2012, 3.49 lakhs, and 2013, 0.92 lakhs and 1.27 lakhs. So almost the entire money that has been collected has been deployed. And if you will remember the slide shown by Nagarajan earlier in the presentation, where the need is, travel grant was the first in the list of the items that he had shown. So this is where the need is, because many students, research scholars, faculty members are going abroad to present papers, to participate in competitions and conventions, seminars. And the institute is able to, and depending upon the rules, they may not be entitled to fund their entire expenses, because other than travel you have living expenses and so on. So the money collected by GEMS is going towards this area. How many of you got this brochure? Did all of you get this brochure? Yes, sir. How many of you didn't get this brochure? Please raise your hands. Okay. This brochure gives an explanation on GEMS. And go to the next slide, please. The reason why we have only 3 members enrolled this year is because we didn't promote GEMS. And now we have come up with a very easy way by which alumni can contribute. We have set up this automatic debit to your bank account, and this is just a few weeks old. So inside this GEMS brochure, you'll find this form, and it's a simple 1-page form by filling in which you can instruct the Office of Alumni Affairs to debit your bank account on a monthly basis or quarterly, semi-annually basis. So giving has never been made easier. So just fill in this form, visit your bank and hand it over to the Office of Alumni Affairs. When you do that, I hope a lot of you will do that, and when you do that, after some time what will happen is you will forget that you have given to IIT, because it will be an automatic debit to your bank account. Then when you reconcile your bank account, reconcile your checkbook, you will find discrepancy, and when you verify with your passbook, you will know the reason for the discrepancy is because you have been making these monthly contributions, and every time you reconcile your bank account, you will be reminded of this GEMS contribution. You will get a joy, the joy of giving, that I hope you will cherish as long as you live. Thank you.
Alumni Day is an event designed to welcome fresh graduates into the warmth of the alumni fold. Yesterday a student, today an alumnus, I call upon Pramod Kasi from Mechanical Engineering batch of 2013 to speak on behalf of his class.
Hello everyone, forgive my voice. Yeah. So I am K. Pramod, as she introduced, better known as PDF in the campus. I just graduated with a dual degree in Mechanical Engineering. Before I begin in general, I'm contractually obligated to announce this. 200 students of batch of 2013 have donated their caution deposit to the batch of 2013 fund managed by the student representatives and Office of International and Alumni Affairs. A big round of applause for that. So here I begin. Well, there is an endless list of things to talk and praise about IIT Madras. I'd like to limit myself to one central theme today: faith. Well, I stepped into the institute 5 years ago, hoping to find people who are smart, driven, super genius, yet humble. A big part of that was fulfilled. However, what I find lacking in amongst today's average graduate, including myself, is that one is uncertain and apprehensive. This is a marked departure from those who have graduated before, for whom confidence came by default. This is understandable to some extent, as the world has changed. It is more complex, competitive, and chaotic. Of course, there has been a rise in opportunities, but it's offset by the number of people. In the past 1 month that I have been working, I just started working in the industry, and I realized that the so-called brand IIT is not a reward or an award or a badge that one wears. It's more of an expectation from the alumnus. Well, all this might seem overwhelming and frightening, but I urge the average graduate to have a little more faith in himself and his abilities. The world is not necessarily difficult, it's just different. I also hope to find some inspiring and world-class faculty here, and it has far exceeded my expectations and my limited imagination. I hope to be in a place which was like present-day Florence, where modern-day Leonardo da Vinci's and other heretics would be born. However, in the past 5 years, I have witnessed inter alia an increase in minimum attendance from 75 to 85%, land cut bans, hostel nights, policing, and more recently, freshie isolation. But I understand when they say all these are because students are sometimes foolish, reckless, irresponsible. I'm particularly appreciative of this because as I stand here, I notice that most of the students sitting here, they're recovering from excessive acetaldehyde in the bloodstream and among other things due to last night's events. And I also feel like an ID 110 prof in distress. Jokes aside, I beseech the faculty and the admin to have a little more faith in the students. We may be reckless and irresponsible, but we are also young and naive. If not now, when else will we be? Lastly, I'd like everyone in the family, the students, the faculty, the staff, and the alumni, the entire IITM family, to believe in our beautiful system. As flawed and imperfect as it may be, it is a consequence of a shared experience that we've had here together. And it has gotten us this far. I'm sure it will take us further. Borrowing Tagore's words, I still believe that IIT Madras was, and will remain a place where words come up from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, and where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way. So have a little faith. Live long and prosper. Thank you.
Distinguished Alumni Awards are normally conferred on Institute Day. This year, however, some alumni were unfortunately unable to make it. One of them, Dr. Sailesh Rao, is here today to receive the same. I invite the head of the Department of Electrical Engineering, Professor Inakshi Bhattacharya, to read his citation.
Citation for Dr. Sailesh Krishna Rao, Founder and Executive Director, Climate Healers, Danville, California, USA, and BTech E 1981. Dr. Sailesh Krishna Rao obtained his BTech in Electrical Engineering from IIT Madras in 1981, his MS from the State University of New York Stony Brook, and PhD in Electrical Engineering from Stanford University in USA. For the first 20 years after education, Sailesh was primarily involved in the creation of new communication technologies in support of the Internet revolution. During this phase, he worked at AT&T Bell Laboratories and was the founder and president of Silicon Design Experts Incorporated, where he led the specification and development of the world's first single-chip real-time MPEG video encoder. He was also the founder and CTO of Phyton Technologies. Dr. Sailesh's technical contributions have been path-breaking. During 1996 to 99, he developed the gigabit Ethernet on copper standard 1000 base T, which is deployed in internet data centers and computers even today. He has made over 50 standards contributions to the ATM Forum and IEEE 802.3 CSMA CD working group. He has 10 US patents and 3 Canadian patents and won the Intel Principal Engineer Award in 2003. He has won 5 Exceptional Contribution Awards from AT&T Bell Labs and also received the AT&T Distinguished Member of the Technical Staff Award in 1990. In 2005, while watching a presentation by the former Vice President Al Gore, Sailesh became deeply alarmed by the global environmental crisis and has since devoted his time to this cause. He founded Climate Healers, a non-profit organization established with an objective to facilitate reforestation while minimizing fossil fuel use for cooking and lighting systems in low-income neighborhoods throughout the world. His recent book, Carbon Dharma, The Occupation of Butterflies, calls on us to undo the damage done by the human species in its present caterpillar stage of existence. In 2008, he received the Karamveer Purashkar Global Indian Award presented by the Indian Confederation of NGOs in recognition of Dr. Sailesh Krishna Rao's technical excellence and contributions towards environmental solutions. IIT Madras and its alumni are proud to confer on him this award.
Thank you very much for that. I feel so special that I'm the only one getting it this time. I've always been lucky in my life. I was born into a wonderful family. I married into another wonderful family. And I was part of what I think was the best batch in IIT, 1981. Bhaskar was 1 year senior to us. When I was working at AT&T Bell Labs, 3 years after I joined, I got this Distinguished Member of the Technical Staff Award. And so I was feeling happy about it until someone told me, DMTS stands for You Didn't Make It to Supervisor. So that was a come down, But within a couple of years after that, I quit Bell Labs and I started Silicon Design Experts with my wife, and we had a partner. And that, in a small company, it doesn't matter what you call yourself. And a few years after we started the company, we were working on Gigabit Ethernet, and that really caught people's attention. We were acquired by Level 1 Communications, and then we got acquired by Intel Corporation after that. And at Intel, they gave me this Principal Engineer Award, and within a year again I quit. And I started another company. This time I'm happy to say that I cannot quit being an alumnus of IIT. This is it. And thank you so much for giving me this award. The Distinguished Alumnus stands for DA, and I know my kids used to call each other DA. And that wasn't so good. So, thank you very much again.
Thank you, sir. And for those interested, some copies of the book are available outside. Vinod, an alumnus from the Department of Management Studies 2013, will now be launching an app that he has developed in collaboration with the IAR.
Good morning, everyone. I am Vinod Krishnaraju from the Department of Management Studies. So I just graduated this day, so I'm an alumnus from today. It's very special actually to be part of the alumnus day right from day one. So everyone has smartphones right now. Like almost 90% in the hall has a smartphone now. So we wanted to improve the interaction among IIT and the alumni. So we thought many places, like we wanted to improve the database that we had. We wanted to improve the quality of database we had, and most of the messages were like sent again and again to the same alumnus, but was not reaching to the new alumni. So with the support from Professor from Suresh sir and from other members from Office of Alumni Affairs, we created this app. So this app is basically available for iPhone users and Android users. So we have two set of features in this app. So one is the public view and the other is the alumni view. So basically public view can see the general information available over internet, something like the newsletter which is being released, the calendar of IIT, and the videos which are being launched in the YouTube. But for the rest of the alumni, like seeing the other alumni details and looking into the social media pages of IIT Madras is available only to the alumni based on their login credentials. So next one. So this is the public view. So they just have access to the news, calendar and video. And this can be downloaded from Play Store in Google and iPhone Store for iPhone users. So this is the opening page for the general public view. And this is the login page for the alumni. They can see a logout button on the top right corner. So I'll show like how the login is being accessed. So here, the previous slide. So here you can see like the alumni has 6 icons. So they can look into the profile of other people. They can view the search options and social media which are extra for the alumni. So this is the news page. So when you just click on the news page, it's on a chronological order. So the latest news comes up to the top, and when they click into any particular title of the tag, next one, so they can see the detailed news. So this is basically the information that is available over in the internet and the newsletters that you get every month. So this is the calendar page. So the calendar of events happening at IIT Madras is displayed here. And a small detailed description of what that particular event is. It's like the alumni day, or like this is about alumni leadership lecture series which is happening on that particular week. So this is the list of videos which is available over YouTube, Vimeo and other social video sharing sites. So we are just trying to integrate everything and put it in a single place in this app. So we have list of videos based on chronological order again. So this is the video. So we have just have a small description of the video, and this video is like when you tilt it, it becomes full screen and you can view it with the proper buffering. So this is how the login occurs. So when you have a registered email ID and a proper password, you can directly log in into the app. But for initial users, when you initially first download the app, you don't have a proper password and other things. So you have to go to request password. So there you can enter the registered email ID that you have with IIT Madras or IAR, the International and Alumni Relations Office. So suppose you don't remember your email ID, in the sense like the email ID that you give when you graduate is not the same when you go and access it during your profession and the later part of your life. So in those cases, you can sign up for the new email ID, something like you give your name, the roll number and the email ID which you are currently using it. So the people from the back office, from IAR, will go check back whether your credentials are right, and they will create a new email ID login for you. So this will be sent to you over email. So later when you get the email, you can again request for a password and you can start using the app. So this is the profile information. So this is one of the current students actually. He helped me in creating this app. So this is the profile information about what is stored about you in the back office, in the database. So right now it's like most of the data that we store is not being updated and it's not synced up. So when you update your data here, it gets synced up in our database. And you can change your password which you are currently using for the app. So this is the social media link. So right now we have created separate Facebook page, LinkedIn page and LinkedIn group and Twitter pages for IIT Madras International Alumni Relations. So you can access these pages directly from the app. It is not necessary like you log in into Facebook outside, then you search for the particular group and go in. When you directly log in into this social media app, it will take to our page directly. So you can see the latest updates over Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn. So the IIT Madras official page. Then you have the Twitter page. And we have an interesting option like you can search for other alumni who are there in the database. It's a very interesting option. This is based completely on the profile visibility option. You can either set your profile as either visible or not visible in the profile edit option. And here when other alumni search for your details based on some keyword, see my name is like listed in the second, I have just registered in the database and my data is visible. So this is a very interesting option where people can look into like what other people are right now doing and check their data for any contact information or something. So basically this is a passive broadcast app. It's like one-way information sending from our side to the alumni. It's not like getting back the information from the other side. So we are working on features where you can give your information like you want to improve this app or you want to contact alumni office or something like you want to come to Chennai and you need some help. So we are trying to capture the two-way communication in the next release of the app in the next future versions. This is like the person is viewing my basic information through the profile view option. So one of the interesting options is we are trying to launch GPS based near field communication where like you go and enter into a new city. You don't know like who are the other alumni who are currently present in a new city. So we try to contact you to the other alumni present in that particular city. So this is a GPS based option that we are currently working on. Then we have the contact IAR office. In suppose like you want to fund fund back to the society, or you want to stay in Chennai for 2 days or 3 days, or you want to get to know the details about other alumni, you can contact IIR through this app. And you can also chat with other individual alumnus. You can like send a request like I want to talk to you, or I want to chat with you, and you can contact the alumnus through the contact individual alumnus feature. It's being launched in the next version, beta version. That's it. And my friend Aravind will just show a small demo. It's not actually, this will be useful for people who are watching this live webcast. So here you have the login and password entered. So you have all the 6 features are available for the alumni. So I just go into the news feature. So you have the list of news which was just shown in the PPT. And this is the detailed news page. I'll show the profile edit option. So here I can edit my profile information. Something like I have options of which city I am currently staying, which organization I am assigned to, and the designation. So these things when I edit will be automatically updated in the database. It will be like updated information for IIR when we later want to reach the alumni. That's it. The app can be downloaded directly from Play Store in Google and iOS Store for Apple users. And for Apple users, there is a lag of 1 week or something because we had some credential issues with the iStore. But you can directly go into the App Store, search as IITM Alumni and download the app and start using it.